Hello everybody. Today I'm gonna do the Northwest USA Challenge in Jurassic World Evolution 2. Let's begin. I don't really have a plan for this park yet, but I know we can only use carnivores and a couple small herbivores. Let's get started.
Here's your chance to give guests the adrenaline-filled experiences they crave. With carnivores, amp up everything. The mountains of the Pacific Northwest should help contain the risks. And the streams. If anything goes wrong, be prepared to take the blame. Not that anything will go wrong. That's never happened before.
Alright, this is the park. Pretty big. So, first thing I am going to do is place down a Science and Expedition Center. And power, that would be nice too. Now, it's gonna take a while for these to get built. So I'm just gonna speed that up, because everything in this game takes a little while. But anyway, first off, let's send off an expedition. Got a Dilophosaurus there, Cretaceosaurus, Struthiomimus, which we already have 100%, and Cretaceosaurus. I'm just going to go ahead and send one out for the Cretaceosaurus, just so we can get that percentage up so we can use it later on. Now I'm going to place down a hatchery so I can go ahead and start to get some money. And I just misplaced that so that it doesn't have power. Alright, that should be a good base right there. Go ahead and get the fence built. I feel like I'm going to go ahead and get the Struthiomimus, because that's going to be a real easy dinosaur to start off with. Gotta connect the path. Forgot about that. And then we have our beautiful Struthiomimus. I'm gonna randomize the skin color just to make everything look nice, you know? Assign a scientist to that. And I saw that we had our expedition done. Well, our staff's busy, but at least we can sell some stuff. The batch is ready. We have 4. I don't know if that'll be enough to meet their social requirements, but it does. That's amazing. Place down a viewing gallery. Alright, they're ready to release. Look at them, they look like big chickens without any feathers. Let's adjust their territory so it meets their social needs. I feel like the next dinosaur I'm going to go for is the Dilophosaurus, because that'll also be a cheap, easy dinosaur to maintain. There we go, now the Struthiomimuses are at 100%. What is this? A wild animal. I'm just going to have that sabotaged for now. I also need to place down a response facility. That would help out a lot. Amazing. Just got it. Very within the power zone. So then, let's start placing down some of these necessities. Gotta put down a shelter so the guests don't get scared, and a restroom. And our park should have people coming in now. Yes, it does. Let's go ahead and get that Dilophosaurus cooking. Once again, randomize the skin. Now then, they should be more popular than the Struthiomimuses. Actually, I should probably get that viewing gallery unsabotaged real quick. And add a gate so the ranger team can get in there. The Dilophosaurus batch is already almost done. There's 8 of them. That's amazing. I'm only gonna get 4 though. I don't really want too many of them. And let's make their habitat. It's gonna be right next to the Struthiomimus enclosure. And then place down another viewing gallery for them, for the guests, and then connect their path. My hope is to kind of have one big connecting enclosure with a gyrosphere or whatever they're called going through all of them just to get the entertainment value or whatever it's called up. It also looked pretty neat too. But of course that's going to be way in the future because right now we do not have too many dinosaurs. Just look at the little things. Why are you not all the way content? Oh, you need some more forest. That's amazing. So then let's just check up on our guest needs. So they're good. They're almost good on bathrooms. But I need to research a power station just so I can get some power all throughout the park without having the backup generator, because you have to refill those things and they're annoying. Now let's go ahead and start placing some guest necessities down. There's some food, shopping, gifts, all that stuff. And then of course when we get power, we can power it all. But right now we should be good, because it's still researching. We're having the Dilophosaurus being delivered.
This dinosaur, the Dilophosaurus, has a distinctive neck frill it can expand when it senses danger. It's also been known to spit into the eyes of its prey, blinding it before it goes in for the kill.
I'm sure somebody knows about that. But now we have the Dilophosaurus. And then we have to research the carnivore feeder, but first we need to get our stars up to 0.5, and that we should be there once we get all the Dilophosauruses in here. Can't place down any water. There we go, some water. Then they should be good now. Just add a gate real quick. And then speed it up so we can hurry up and get that power station done. So we can go ahead and research the prey.
I've sent the details on another objective I'd like you to take on. I believe you can get it done to my satisfaction.
I feel like I'll take that one, because when we get the power station, we can provide power throughout the park and get the amenities up. Are we at 0.5 stars yet? I don't think we are, but actually let's just place down the power station first, and then go ahead and get rid of the backup power. Find a good place for the power station. Well, it isn't going to go right there. Right there is fine, not the best location for it, but it's fine. It's fine, and then there we go. There we go, and that should be the park powered now once we connect the path. Then that should raise up to 0.5 so we can actually feed these guys.
I wish I could share with you all that I know, but
There's
some
that.
elements of my work must remain a mystery. However, Your achievements are no secret, so well done to you.
There's that task done, and oh no, you don't. Why did he have to do that? I'm gonna send out a capture team. Just do that. Tranquilize them so they don't eat any of the Struthiomimuses. Then we can go ahead and research the prey feeder. First up, we're gonna do the carnivore feeder first, but that's no problem because they'll still be able to feed these guys in case they get hungry. And they broke the fence. That's terrible. That's just... yeah, hurry up and fix that because we don't want any of them being eaten. And they broke another fence. Need to hurry up and research that. So we finally have the carnivore feeder done. Now we can research the prey feeder so they don't try to escape again. And hey, look at that. We can now incubate the Ceratosaurus. At least I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know, but we'll find out eventually.
Transportation underway. Asset transportation in progress.
Alright, we now have the prey feeder done. So what I'm probably going to do now is research the staff center so we can get more staff and we can rest them so they don't try to sabotage us. And of course, we get an ailment as soon as we research something.
Delivery has been completed.
There, they finally have that now. Need to give them a little more water.
Transportation complete.
They have enough water and everything else now. We can research that medical facility now, so we can treat that sick Dilophosaurus. And I can place down the staff center I just researched. There we go. And let's just check up on how all of our guests are doing, their safety, comfort, and all of that. Looks like they're good on everything. And looks like that Dilophosaurus ailment just cleared itself. It's probably had to do something with the comfort. Well, it's great we researched that so we could still... we have it just in case we need it. Let's hire one more staff. There we go. Then see how long it can take us to incubate the Ceratosaurus. We'll need 5 of those things, and we're gonna have to wait until our scientists are done resting. I think I'm just gonna place a hotel down over here, can get a good view of the Dilophosauruses, and increase the number of guests that can come to our park. So we should be good, but we might add a restroom and some amenities over here, which we also need to research medium amenities so we can have more, we can make more money and make the guest even happier. But that's in the future, and right now we're just waiting for the staff to rest up, which takes a while. And there's the research we would need. We do need to research for the amenities to make the guest happy. And now that the scientists are done resting, I'm going to incubate some Ceratosauruses. They're going to be our biggest dinosaurs we'll have in the park at the moment. And I think I'm just gonna start whooping the... Not whooping. Just make a little square box. Nothing too complicated. Not very square, but square as you can make it. And of course, place down a viewing gallery. Also need to research wider paths so the guests are even happier. Construction accident. Well, I don't think I have enough money to lose $500,000. I'm just gonna lose $50,000 and lose the public rating, which might hurt us, but we can figure something out or just wait for the money to keep on coming. 'Cause we have some more expeditions we can do, or more dinosaurs maybe? No. Yes, we do have some more. We have some koi, so I don't know how to say that. We got some Deinonychuses. I'm probably gonna go for however you say this one, because it's just small little, doesn't cost too much, and it'll be cheap. Incubation team's almost done with the Ceratosaurus eggs, which will be our biggest attraction in the park, so that will be good. Go ahead and place them. We can research the improved amenities. We also need to probably research better fences, because after all, we are going to have tons of carnivores in the park, and we do not want them escaping and eating all of our guests.
Commencing asset transit.
See how they're doing on shelters? Not too good over here. And we also have a limit on the amount of shelters we can put in the park. So yeah, that's going to be a bit hard.
Asset has been delivered.
Here is one of our
I never had a
Ceratosauruses.
doubt about your abilities, but I didn't document in various reports. And I can admit when I'm wrong, but as long as I have a delete button, I really don't have to. Keep up the good work. You're clearing up my hard drive.
Here is our Ceratosauruses in their nice red color. Looks amazing. And luckily we have the prey research, so they're not going to try to break out or anything. So yeah, we are pretty lucky on that, but we've already learned our mistakes from that. So far, I think that's pretty good for this one episode. Thank you for watching.